Hey folks, it's the Board Game Doctor here. Today, we're going to talk about what's in the Marco Polo box. It's one of our favorite Z-Man games, more specifically one of our favorite worker placement games. So let's take a look. So obviously you have the instruction manual, which is done very well with lots of illustrations. In addition to the instruction manual, there's actually a supplement guide as well. If you want to call it a guide, it's really very small and thin, but it provides overviews of all the character tiles as well as all of the other goal cards, etc. In addition, there is a player's guide, if you will. We call it probably like a player aid. And these are made of some nice thick cardboard, and it basically gives you a quick setup procedure for the game, what's in the game round, as well as the bonus actions. It's a very nice addition. As well, there are these player boards, one for each of the colors. So there's a red, a green, a blue, and a yellow. And again, the cardstock is fairly thick, very durable. The game board. The game board itself is fairly large. Pretty impressed. Open this up quickly here. So the game board, you'll see again, is very large and very colorful, very inviting, if you will. In addition, let's go through a bunch of the components that are in the box themselves. First off, the character cards. And these character cards, by the way, probably a little bit overdone when it comes to material, if that's such a thing. I don't think you can ever have too high quality of the components, but the cardstock, again, very thick. So again, we're not talking about how to play the game. There's plenty of videos out on this, but just showing you the components of the game. And because I tend to sleeve everything, which is probably overkill at times, I did sleeve these as well. So character cards. You can pick this up a little bit. In addition, there are the city outpost tiles. And these, again, very similar nature as far as the thickness of the cardstock. Also, we have the coins, the money. Almost makes me think of Lords of Waterdeep with the holes. And I know some of the other games actually have a lot of coins now that are metal in nature that you can buy. I haven't looked for any upgrades yet for this game, but these are nice quality as well. In addition, every player has a certain number of dice and outposts. Just to show you, this is green. All right, nice components. These are the wooden dies, by the way. It doesn't look like the pips will wear off. They're actually indented versus being just painted on, which is always a good thing. Again, some people go a little bit overkill and talk about getting clear nail polish and covering up the sides of the die. I haven't gone to that extreme yet, but I guess that's an option. So anyhow, you got the green. Yeah, I got the yellow. Yeah, I got the blue. And you have your red. Okay. And again, each one of those has the same color-coded dies to go with it. There's 5 dice, I should say, per player. In addition, you have the camels, plenty of camels. One of the, I guess, complaints, if you will, or one of the pieces of feedback that people give about this game that they're not always thrilled with is that there's these larger size camels and there's a small camel. So the small, tiny camels are worth 1, and then these medium size or a little bit larger sized camels are, I believe, 3. And I guess the concern that some people have is that they look very similar. I don't think that's a big deal, but just to kind of show you, that's the size difference between the 1 and I believe which are 3 are the larger ones. Okay, so you got the camels. As far as other resources besides the camels, we have gold, we have silk, we have pepper, gold, silk, and pepper. So the silk are just these little purple looking things that, of course, that looks like silk, right? Those are silk. We got gold. In addition to the silk and the gold, we have, I think, what is the pepper? And the pepper would be, where's my pepper? My pepper, oh, I know where my pepper is. So the pepper is in this other container here. So the pepper are these little brown looking bags, if you will. I actually have the additional dice. These are the extra dice that you can purchase in here as well. Okay, as far as other components, just to wrap this up, we have the contracts. The contracts also, that same heavy-duty kind of card stock, right? These are your goals to get, your contracts. Very thick. 2 bags of these contracts. We have the city cards. Nice art on these, by the way. And these city cards as well have to be sleeved. And you'll have assortment of these city cards in the box. And then finally, we have these goal cards. And the goal cards look like this. Oh, sorry, these are not goal cards. So the goal cards are this. And these are the destinations, locations that you're trying to get to. Right? So there's a whole assortment of these as well. Only other cards, this is basically a card that as you circle the board for scoring, just to represent if you're at the 50 level or if you get the 100 level. So everyone gets one of these cards as well. First player token, kind of cool, a little hourglass. So you basically just pass this back and forth for the first player. This actually doesn't come with the game. It's something that I printed out separately, but you can get some AI for solo play in as well. All right, folks, hopefully that helped a bit. I know a lot of times I'm looking to buy a new game and I'm always curious to see something very quick and simple on what components are included in the box. So there you have it, Marco Polo. Enjoy.